Please, who is sending me a message on WhatsApp? Please don't send me message on WhatsApp. I'm using this phone now. I'm online. Don't send anything until I finish. Good morning, welcome all of you. Please, as you are joining me, share this program, give it a like, follow the page if you have not followed the page. I don't know if you people can hear me very well. Can you people hear me? Please, if you can hear me, say yes so that I can continue. So how are you all doing? I miss all of you. It has not been easy for me, but I thank God for the gift of life. Please share this video, and we are going to be looking into this because I make videos based on the research and the people I'm following and what I notice that is the main cause of infertility. That's what is making women not to conceive. Okay, Ogechukwu, welcome. Jumoke, welcome. Yes, we can hear you very well. Okay, thank God that you guys can hear me. So, in this case, from the people that I have treated and the ones that I'm still treating, I found out that a lot of women have this problem, and I want to discuss it here now. So, the major reason why women are not getting pregnant is because they are not ovulating, and we want to look into this thing that is making you not ovulate, because I've always been saying it that in the absence of ovulation there is nothing like conception, there is nothing like pregnancy. If you do not ovulate, don't expect yourself to be pregnant, because ovulation is the first process, the second process, sorry, for conception after your menstruation. Then the second phase is ovulation stage, which simply means the release of an egg. And most of the women, believe me, most of the women that are finding it difficult to conceive is because they don't ovulate, and they don't know. They don't know that they are not ovulating. Even if you go to the hospital, doctors will they will check your uterus, they will tell you everything is okay, but yet you are not getting pregnant, yet you are not ovulating. It takes the grace of God for a doctor to tell you, or maybe you undergo hormonal test. That is when you find out why you are not ovulating. The main causes, the main problem, the main reason why you are not getting pregnant, 85% is as a result of anovulation, where you don't ovulate at all. Most of the women, they don't ovulate and they don't know it, and that is the barrier. That is the reason why they have not been getting pregnant. So we are going to look into these things, these causes of you, or what are those things that are making you not to ovulate. If you are a woman watching me, you are following my program, please, any doctor you are visiting, any doctor that you are seeing, anybody that is treating you, first of all, ask the person, am I ovulating? You can as well find out if you are ovulating by yourself. Simply monitor yourself. You can be a doctor by yourself, but the reason why is ignorant and would I say laziness. Women, we don't pay attention to our body. If you pay attention, your body, anything that happens in your body gives you signs. But because, I don't know, we are too busy to pay attention to our body. So please follow the page, share the reasons why you are not getting pregnant. One, anovulation. Anovulation is when you are not ovulating. When you are not ovulating, don't expect yourself to be pregnant. There's no magic. If you like, pray from heaven to earth. You cannot get pregnant. Everything has a process. God created everything so that it will happen at its own time. Your menstruation that you are seeing is a very good sign that you are still under the reproductive age. If you are menstruating regularly, you have 50% of becoming pregnant. For the fact that you are menstruating doesn't mean that you ovulate. Most of the women who menstruate, they don't ovulate. So you need to find out if you actually ovulate. If you have been trying to conceive for a very long time, Please, my dear sister, go and check yourself whether you are ovulating. The simplest way, very, very simple, is for you to use OPK. I've been talking about OPK. Use OPK to check yourself whether you are ovulating. If you don't know how to calculate your ovulation, immediately your period finish, if you have a short cycle, you can still start using the OPK. Immediately your excuse me. Hello, Dede. Hello. Good afternoon. Anọ m na live program. Ma akpọghachi gị azụ ma mechaa. So, where did I stop? Where did I stop? So, I don't know where I stop, but what I'm trying to say, okay, if you have short circle, you start using the OPK immediately your period starts, because most of the women, they ovulate during their menstruation, but they don't know. If you have long circle after your menstruation, start using the OPK to pinpoint the day you are likely going to ovulate. This is a very big problem that most of the women have. So what are these things that is making a lot of women not to ovulate? Why are you not ovulating? Why are you? I know that the infertility is not only for women, your husband also suffers it, but let's start from the women. When there's something they call the pituitary gland at the base of the brain, produces the hormone that controls the ovary, that is fish. FSH, that is follicle stimulating hormones, and LH, which is luteinizing hormone. I know that this is too much. If ovulation is not occurring regularly, it is likely that the ovaries and the pituitary gland are not communicating appropriately. So let me repeat myself. I don't know the another way I'm going to break down. In all my video, I try as much as I can not to use a big medical terms. There is something they call the pituitary gland. Is a part of brain that always triggers this ovulation. Now the pituitary gland is at the base of the ovaries, that is FSH. If you have gone to any test before, you will hear your doctor saying your FSH is low or is high, or you are not producing it. You know that you have ovulation problem. So that FSH, that is follicle stimulating hormones. These are the follicles that stimulate your hormones to produce egg. And another one is called LHH, that is luteinizing hormone. If ovulation is not occurring regularly, it is likely that the ovaries and the pituitary gland are not communicating properly or appropriately. So in this regard, but this is not the main, there must be something that will make the follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormones not to communicate properly. And what are these factors? For example, if you have a PCOS is the most common sign of um anovulation. When you have PCOS, what does it mean? Polycystic ovarian syndrome. In most cases, people in Nigeria, when they have this case, their doctor will tell them that their womb is spoiled, that they cannot become pregnant again. But I say it's a lie, except if you believe. That's why I keep on telling people that the only thing that will work in your body or in yourself is what you believe. If somebody tells you that you will never be pregnant again and you say, oh, I'll never, you believe, you claim it, then it will happen to you because it's your fate. So PCOS is the full main causes of anovulation. When I use anovulation, I mean the that you are not ovulating. So what is this PCOS? PCOS is a kind of ailment that nobody knows the causes. It's a form of a situation whereby You in your womb you have multiple eggs. Let me show you people the pictures of PCOS. So in your womb you have multiple follicles. You have multiple follicles in your womb. Naturally, during ovulation, after your menstruation, that is the first phase, then you enter the follicular stage, which is the second stage. In this stage, the follicles now, what I mean by the follicles now, the eggs, they will start to develop. Then when it gets to ovulation, they will rupture, they will burst. That is, they will release the egg. But the issue of this PCOS, no egg will be released. The follicles will just be there. They will not rupture, they will not develop, they will just be there. Look at it. This is how PCOS look. This is the uterus. Now I don't know, can you people see this? Let me see if I can zoom anyone. Can you people see it? Let me use this one for ultrasound now. Look at this one in oh, shit. I'm coming. Look at this one in this ultrasound. I don't know if you people can see it. Please, if you can see it, you say yes. You see the follicles there. Do you see them? They are multiple. Look at them. Look at them. They are going to remain like this. Please, if you can see it, you say yes. Look at them. This is what is called PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome. See it. The follicles, they are there in your womb. They will never develop. They will never rupture. That is the way they are. So this is what is called PCOS, and in this kind of situation, because none of them is rupturing, none of them is developing, during the period of ovulation, nothing will be released because they are not developing, they are just there occupying your womb. So let me show you another picture of this. So look at another picture of PCOS here. This is how it looks like. This is how PCOS looks like. It's a very serious infertility problem. So if you are suffering from PCOS, how would you know? It has symptoms. What are the symptoms of this PCOS? One, you will be fat. People with PCOS are always fat, and you have male hormones like hairs, acne in your body, and people with PCOS, they have irregular period. Their menstruation is not always regular. Your menstruation will come this month, next month. It's not only people who are fat. There are people who are slim but they have PCOS. The first sign is that you will see that your menstruation, you have not entered menopause. Your menstruation will be, skipping. Maybe you see this month, before you see it again after 3 months. These are the signs of PCOS. So if you have it, the only thing, it doesn't have a cure. If anybody tells you that you can cure it, but it doesn't have a particular medication. It doesn't have a particular medication to be cured. The only thing you can do is just to watch your weight, to watch your diet. People who are getting pregnant through uh, PCOS, they watch what they eat. They watch what they eat. If you are fat, you lose weight. If you are skinny, you add weight. So but your diet and the mind exercise can help you to get pregnant with PCOS. So another thing that can make you not to get pregnant, not to ovulate, because remember I said in the absence of ovulation there is nothing like conception, is menopause. Of course, when you enter menopause, you will not be menstruating and you don't expect yourself to become pregnant. But nowadays, people enter menopause earlier. The real age for menopause is 50, but now you see some people enter menopause earlier before that time. So if you enter menopause, you don't expect yourself to be pregnant, you don't expect yourself to be ovulating. Another thing that can make you, I've been saying this, any woman that has been trying to conceive must always do this. Sometimes when you tell people to go and do hormonal test, they think you are giving them work, or maybe I don't know how they think. Is hormonal imbalances. Hormonal imbalance can make you not to be pregnant throughout your life, but you will not know. Maybe it's just a minor thing that can be fixed, but because it's not found out, no doctor will tell you to that this is your problem until you go for the test. If you are here watching me, you know you want to conceive, maybe you have been trying for a long time and you have not gone for hormonal test, please go and do it. Go and do it. Go to your gynecologist, because some of the lab, when you do it, they will not analyze the results. Some, when you do it, they will tell you to take it to your doctor. It's better you go direct to your doctor. The third day of your menstruation, you go for hormonal test. Is very, very important, especially if you are 35 years. If you are 35 years, you have been trying to conceive, go for hormonal test. It will help you solve that stress and the problem. When you go for the test, they will find out why you are not ovulating. Remember, all this, I'm talking about in the female factor now. Female factor, the only thing that can make you not to be pregnant, the first stage is this ovulation. If you are not ovulating, you can never be pregnant. So in the male factor now, because if you have been trying to conceive, let me use infertility. If you are fighting infertility, you and your partner supposed to fight it together. Don't, if you're a man, don't just go there and sit down and be blaming your woman. Some will say, I need a baby, I need this, I need this, you don't want to give me a child, I will go and marry you. Find out that this man, even if they marry 100 women, they can never get them pregnant, because maybe the problem is from them. So you and your partner need to work hand in hand. You go for your hormonal test, find out if your system is okay. The reason why this hormone test is very, very important, it save you a whole lot of stress. One, if you go for hormonal test, for example, you find out that you are not ovulating, maybe you have thyroid problem, either hypo or hyper, or maybe your progesterone is low, or maybe your estrogen is poor, is low or high, or maybe you have high prolactin. Then what would this, please, who is sending me this message in WhatsApp? Don't send me message, I beg of you. So some of you will just be calling me online. I am not treating you, you are calling me. Why will you call me? Some people have got so. Can you call doctor that you are going? Can you just go in your house and call your doctor like that? If I'm not treating you, please don't call me. Please. So where did I stop? So when you find out all these things, any hormones that is making you not to get pregnant, your doctor will prescribe medication for it. You just take it and you fix it. Another importance of doing hormonal test before you become pregnant is this: there are some hormones that if you have problem with them, if you don't treat them, even if you become pregnant, you have miscarriage. Like for example, if you hear issue of people who are pregnant, they will be having series of miscarriages. Assuming they went for hormonal test, they will find out that their progesterone level is low. Whenever your progesterone is the hormone that supports you throughout your pregnancy. So let's assume that you ovulated and you become pregnant and your progesterone is low. There's nothing to support the pregnancy and you will have miscarriage. So, but if you have gone for the test, they will find out that your progesterone is low. They will give you progesterone suppository that will support your pregnancy. Then you have avoided the issue of miscarriages. Okay, let's say you have low estrogen. And what is the work of estrogen? Estrogen thickens the lining of your uterus for the newly fertilized egg to implant successfully. Let's say you ovulated and your estrogen is low, which means nothing will thicken the lining of the uterus. The egg will fertilize. When the egg travel down to the uterus to implant, the lining is not thickening, the egg will disintegrate and your period will come out. If you have high prolactin, you can never be pregnant because you will not be ovulating. If you have hypo or hyperthyroidism, you are not ovulating, you will not become pregnant. So you need to go for hormone tests. If you are 35 years, go and conduct hormone tests for yourself to find out whether if your system is very good to carry pregnancy. If your husband um if you and your husband supposed to go for the test, your husband also supposed to go for the test. Because if your husband's sperm count is low, which means it will be difficult for you to get pregnant. If your husband's sperm motility, that is the movement, is slow, it will affect you. And this remind me, somebody asked me, I don't know why people, I have said this, it seems you people will just watch, you don't listen to what I'm saying. Somebody said after she make this thing with her husband that everything pour out, that her husband's sperm is watering. And I told you people that what the egg needs to be fertilized is just a drop of sperm. It doesn't need all the sperm in this world, as long as the sperm is healthy. So don't bother about the amount of, how do you expect everything to pour into your system? Is your body a hole? Because it's only a hole that I know that you can pour something like this, it will contain all of them. You are not a hole, so you don't expect everything to pour into your husband's system. So, hormonal imbalances is another thing that can make you not to ovulate. Remember, we are talking about those things that can make a woman not to ovulate. Hormonal imbalance, PCOS, menopause. Another one is low ovarian reserve. Low ovarian reserve. I don't know. There was somebody who called me when I was not feeling fine. She said she went for test and they told her that she have low eggs, that it's only IVF that is her option. Even in the IVF that she needs donor. Yes, you know, as we are aging, as you are aging, every month you menstruate, you lose egg. Every month you are menstruating, you lose egg. So there are some people whose egg finishes before they enter menopause. So these people now, it will be very difficult. That's why I always encourage people. I don't know why women of these days, they prefer to marry late. They prefer to marry late. It's always good to start family early. It's always good to marry early, because when you marry early, you avoid all these things. All these, I know everybody wants to be independent, everybody wants to be a graduate, everybody, but it's very good if a lady is not. Yes, like in Europe here, if you are not up to 35 years, they will not allow you to do hormonal tests, because they believe that not is when you get to 35 years that hormonal issues start. So it's always good to start your family early, to marry early. If you marry early, you will give birth early. You will run from all these things. Nowadays, you see a woman 35, she's not married, she have not even gotten any child. You see 40, 50. That is the problem. So if you are inopportune to start family, I didn't say you should go and marry at the age of 18. No. But if you are inopportune to get married early, I think it's a very good idea. You won't suffer this. And you remember, this world we are now is okay. The community or the society we are now, the kind of environment, food we eat, all these things affect us. But when you are still young, your hormones are still strong. As you are aging, everything, your hormone is dropping, your immune system is dropping, you are losing eggs. So some people, when they go there, they tell them that their ovarian reserve is very poor, that they cannot do this, they become, saddened. So you can avoid it. If you are 35, or if you are 30 and nobody is marrying you, you can have your baby and keep it by the side. So this is just an advice. I'm not saying you should go and get unwanted pregnancy, but I think it's better, because I know a lot of people who give birth when they were 18, and immediately they become married. Up to this moment, they have not been able to give birth, so they are using those ones they had before. So where did I stop? Ovarian reserve, low ovarian reserve can also make you not to ovulate. Then another one is endometriosis. When you have endometriosis, you are likely not going to ovulate. When you have fibroid, depending on the position of your fibroid, it can make you not to ovulate. When you have ovarian cyst known as diamond cyst, not ordinary cyst. When I talk about cyst, I always like, I think I have, if you don't know anything about cyst, I have made a video. I took my time to explain it. Go and watch it so you will know the type of cyst you have. If they tell you your cyst is about 4.5 centimeter, is very big. And there is one that calls cyst. We have formula cyst. Formula cyst is the one that is forming after your ovulation, sorry, after your menstruation. We have follicular cyst, the one that forms egg. Then when you see a diamond cyst is something like filled with sac. Let me see if I can see it here. um it's filled with sac. Even sometimes when they bring it out, it will look, you will see human hairs in the sac. So these are the, you see it. This type is called diamond cyst. And the diamond cyst, you will see it's filled with sac. Sometimes you will see human parts in it. So this kind disturbs a lot. I'm trying to, this type disturbs a lot, and you can only remove this, you can remove it only with surgery. Look at it. Look at it here. I don't know these pictures I'm showing here. So look at how the cyst look like. So these are the things that can make you not to be pregnant, not to ovulate. Remember the issue of pregnancy. First you must menstruate. After your menstruation comes your ovulation. Then after your ovulation, the next thing is fertilization, whether the egg will be fertilized. Sometimes you ovulate, but if your egg quality is not good, the egg will not be fertilized. If you have not been taking clove water, it's not expensive, go and buy it. And sometimes people take it, they sometimes people take it, they think that it works like magic. They will take it this month. If it didn't work for them, they will say, ah, this thing doesn't work. It's a lie. Our body system differs. Our body system really differs. There are some people, they will use a product immediately to work for them. There are some people, the product needs to get into your system. There is video, by the grace of God. Anytime I have week time this week, there's something I'm going to show to you. You will drink it. After drinking it, you must miss your period. Is a natural remedy, but very very strong, because this thing will flush out, especially those who have cysts, minor cysts, not diamond cysts. People who have now what I do. I didn't understand your question. Wait, I will have time for question. You are distracting me from all these things you are writing. I thought you people know how we do it. When I finish talking, you will ask question. But this thing you are asking me now, I will not remember what I'm saying. So there are things you need to be eating naturally. Natural ingredients, they work faster. They work faster than chemicals you take. Natural, only food you eat can boast. I know of a woman who, according to her, she said she has been trying to conceive for past 8 years. So she went to the hospital. They told her that she have low ovarian or low eggs. So she and they told her that like the one that called me, they told her that the only option is IVF, and the IVF she must have a donor. So according to her, she said she went and be watching videos on how to increase your air quality naturally, and she was 39. Air quality. So she said she started doing that, and those things are, I think I have done the video before, but those things are what I'm going to be doing again. So she said okay, and when the doctor told her, so she left home. So she went in search of natural remedies. So she said she found those videos and she started doing it, and behold, after doing it, she's pregnant today. This somebody they told that she cannot get pregnant because her air quality is low. So that is why I said, when you have a problem, you need to sit up. You need to sit up. When you some people, when you have problem, they tell you are suffering, you will stay. You cannot make research for yourself. You cannot assist yourself. You only depend on the medication. You depend on me. I like natural remedies because I know that they work perfectly. God that created them have a purpose for it, but we just abandon natural things. We prefer all this I don't know. Me, I like natural things. I like, you see that smoothie that I made. If you have not been giving it to your husband, and you, please start taking it. That smoothie that I made about pumpkins, I've forgotten all the ingredients. If you have not taken it, go and take it. Go and be taking it. Take it. Those things are natural. Some people, they will see it as a stress. Where can I go and buy this now? Oh, so because of this thing I have to go there. If you want something, you don't want to sacrifice, you don't want to suffer to get what you want. So what am I trying to say? Why I'm treating this topic is because it's the problem I find that most of the women, because some people I'm treating, when you ask them to go and do this, you find out that at the end of the day, the ovulation test they will show you, they are not ovulating. And I don't know how to tell them. Most of them are not ovulating. So that is why I'm saying it now. Even if I'm following you or I'm watching over you, please go and do hormonal test. Let us know where to start from. So that if there is anything that is blocking you not to ovulate, it will be fixed. Then when it is fixed, your problem will be solved. You see this type of people now. This one say, who is this? This Yem. He said, please, ma, teach us what herb to take to see period regularly. You see, this is what I'm saying right now. Why is your period not coming regularly? There is a problem. Yema, I don't know, Ayaba, go and do hormonal test. If your period is not coming every month and you are not up to a menopause stage, there must be something. Go and do hormonal test. I cannot come and tell you, oh, go and take this will bring your period back. Why will it bring your period back? Have the cause of your period not coming be safe, be, how will I put it, have it been solved? You have to find that. Why is your period not, whenever you are not seeing your period every month, there is a problem. You have to figure out that is why a lot of women are not getting pregnant. You need to find out the cause of your problem. You need to find out, why is it that my period is, maybe I will start shouting so that you people will hear me. Why is my period not coming out every month? Why am I not ovulating? Why am I not getting pregnant? There must be problem apart from spiritual problem. So we Africans, we are always good in blaming others, while in the wrong run you are the winch to yourself. If you are a woman, you have been sitting down one place looking for a baby for 5 years, 3 years, even 6 months now. If you are 35 years, you have been trying to conceive for 1 year. It's a very long time. And you are sitting down there, you don't want to find any solution to your problem. You don't want to, all you believe, you go to church, they will tell you your grandmother, your stepmother that has nothing to do with you is tying you somewhere, and you'll be there praying, pray instead of you to go and find out what the cause of your problem is. So if you are not menstruating every month, it's a sign of hormonal imbalances, PCOS, ovarian cysts, fibroid, endometriosis. You need to go and, I cannot lie to you people, it will not take me anything. After all, this page I just open it to help women, and that is what I'm doing. I cannot come here and lie. If I were some people, I was okay. If you want me to make you to see your period, pay me something like this. I'll just do anyhow and give to you. Whether it comes out or not, it's not my business, but I need to tell you the truth. If your period is not coming every month, if your what do you call it, you are not ovulating, if you are not getting pregnant, there must be a problem either from you or your husband. That is why I said both of you need to work hand in hand. Do not work alone and leave your husband, because you might be actually okay, but your problem, your husband may be, who is telling me, hear me please. um Sarah, thank you so much. Sarah have written to you the ingredients. Go and watch the video. The video is in this platform. Go and watch the video, learn how to prepare it. I will not be the one to tell you how to prepare it. Go to Tochi's channel, scroll down, you will see the video of how to prepare the smoothie. So your husband needs to go for medical checkup to check himself whether he is okay. If his sperm count is good, and the motility, you know why the husband motility can affect, because I discover nowadays most of the women, they have they are dry, they hardly produce a cervical mucus. So if you are dried, which means the role of that cervical mucus is, one, it tells you when you are entering your fertile days. Secondly, it helps the sperm to swim faster. So if you are dry and your husband's sperm motility is low, which means you might be ovulating, but because the sperm cannot swim fast to go and meet the egg to fertilize it, then it becomes a problem. Maybe before the sperm, the egg lasts only 24 hours. Maybe before the sperm will tangle and get there, the egg might have died, and fertilization will not take place. So you might be you might be ovulating, but in the area of your husband, everything need to balance together. Both of you need, whatever you are taking, your husband must take it, especially those smoothie, the smoothie that I made. Your husband is the most beneficiary. In your own case, it can help you. If you are too fat, it can help you to, lose some weight. It can help you to balance your hormone. But in your husband case, that smoothie can help him to boost his sperm count, and then he will be healthy again. So Sarah, how are you doing? So I don't know if anybody have question. You can ask question now. So I'm waiting for question. In the absence of no question, we'll call it a day. So I'm going to stop here. I don't know if I lose and I miss any question. Welcome. My please, when am I doing my mens? Please, ma, when I'm doing my menses, I see egg white. How can you be seeing egg whites at the same time you are menstruating? Are you sure it's egg white? Do you know what egg white is? How can you be seeing two of them at the same time? I don't understand. Thank you so much for the lecture. Yemi, thank you. Yemi, just go down through my page. You will see the video of smoothie. In case if you are just joining me, you can look on how to make clove water and ginger. And I'm even surprised that up till now most of people that are following me, they don't know that when they are menstruating they need to detox themselves with what do you call it, ginger, garlic. When you ask them, they will tell you they have not done it. It seems some people just come here to look at my face and they will go. So thank you all. If I have time anytime within this week, I will come again. Sarah, how are you doing? Sarah, you are just there looking at me. I'm greeting you. Don't want to answer. Sarah, how are you? um who are those people that came first? Ogechi, how are you? Ogechi, how are you? Grace, okay. I gave birth 2021 February. I went for a scan to track. I want for a scan. Yes, if you have money, you can track your ovulation. If you have, but the best way to track your ovulation is use OPK. You don't necessarily need to use scan because scan cannot tell you the exact day. Scan may tell you that when they see the follicle, depending on the centimeter of the follicle, they may tell you that you will ovulate next tomorrow. Maybe the ovulation will come earlier. So the best way to track your ovulation, very simple, use OPK. OPK is the simplest way. You don't need to stress yourself. My WhatsApp number is in this page. If you go to the page, you will see it there. So I will stop here now. If you are just joining us, please go and rewatch the video and you will learn a lot. If it is your first time of seeing this page, follow this page, put on your notification bell. Sometimes you people say you don't see my notification. Turn the notification on so that anytime I come live, you will come and learn. And I believe that anybody, even people who are following me, they are benefiting a lot from this page. Just that recently I've not been regular, but as time goes on, we'll start being regular by the special grace of God. Follow my teachings. People who are getting pregnant are those ones that are just coming. Immediately they come, they watch my video, they do what I said, and they become pregnant. But if you have been following me, you are not going for test. I won't go for test. So everything I'm talking, you don't watch, you don't do them, you just come and watch and go. Well, it's left for you. So it's left for you. If you really want to get pregnant, you need to follow the teachings. At least all the things that I'm listing here, they are not too difficult, and they are anything you see me posting in this page, it works. It works. All you need is patience. You need patience and perseverance and prayers too, because I don't joke with prayers. It's just that I've not been strong. We would have fixed on other prayers. Even people who send me positive tests, I've not been able to post it. So I believe in God. God answers prayer. When you do the ones that you can do as a human, then you go to God in prayer. I believe that God is the giver of children. If you go to the book of Psalm 127 verse 3, it says that children are the gift from God. They are the real blessing. So anytime you are doing this, you pray, ask God to give you this his blessing. That is only him that can give children. Forget about all this place you go, they will tell you, even all these things that I'm teaching, that you become pregnant through them. It's God that gives, not me. My own is to come and say the one I know, then God will perfect the remaining one. So if you are trying to conceive, make God your base, make God your faith. Don't put your trust in human beings, but trust in God, and you see God will see you and bless you. I believe everybody who is in this page will one day testify to the glory of God. So I wish you guys a happy day until we meet again next time.